Hey guys, and welcome back to Castle Crush, and today we are going to be playing with this new 6 Legendaries deck right here. And this deck, the cool thing about it is that we're using 2 Metamorphs in here as well. So on top of the 6 Legendaries that are in here, it's really like almost having more than 6 Legendaries, because we'll be able to get so many Legendary cards out there, it's just going to be legendary. So the thing about this deck is that it's going to be basically a one-lane stack deck. Not necessarily, but I think the cards really lend themselves to that when you have the Storm Elemental, Phoenix, Archer Queen. There's a lot of the Shaman. There's a lot of cards that work well in one-lane stacks and not so much by themselves. So that's something to kind of like think about when I'm playing with this. Is just like, how do I want to do that? And I was going to say, with the Metamorph, I kind of want to wait for... This is a good way to set this up. That was a good play. With the Metamorph, I kind of want to wait until they get some high mana cards out there, is like the thing about it. I'm going to play this here just because I want to see if I can not like waste the Demon completely. And now see, we're going to try and play the Metamorph. Well, yeah, we got what we got out of that. The dragon's coming up. It's coming up here pretty quick. And we'll go ahead and play it over here. Maybe messing around a little bit too much, but try to get the Archer Queen in this lane as well. See what type of stack they have set up here. And that's helpful. That's pretty helpful. I'm going to try and use the Demon on that Executioner over here in the middle lane, because that will take care of it very nicely and without affecting my stack too much. My stack's pretty weak at the moment, so unfortunately I don't have many cards to support it either, but it looks like they are being pushed back so fast that we're going to get the win out of that. Very nicely done there to pick up a win with this deck, and I liked how that played out. I kind of felt like, again, I felt like it was a one-lane stack deck. I got a little bit spread out in one of my practice matches, and then it ended kind of poorly. So I'm going to try and just keep it kind of tightly stacked up with these cards so that they can support each other. Because they all play, not all of them, but a lot of these legendary cards play very niche roles, very specific roles in the deck. And they have to work together in order to be successful. So you don't want to have them too isolated by themselves. We're just going to wait here. I'd like to see if they're going to do something. I'll throw out the arrows, but I'd like them to play a card so I could either Metamorph it or use the Demon on it. That would be the goal. Alright, so exactly what I was hoping for. And then what our thought process is going to be here is that we're going to try and do this. That's unfortunate. We're going to go ahead and stack it up. Oh, nice. So the Angel's gone. We'll go ahead and play the Shaman here because it'll take care of that 8 Pirate. And then we can go ahead and get our stack moving. And here's the stack. And we'll just get it going here with the Storm Elemental in position. Looking pretty sharp. Play the other Archer Queen here. This is a pretty weak looking stack, to be honest. But it doesn't seem like they have an Inferno, which is kind of the key thing. Go ahead and play another one of those 3 Archer Queens. They had no chance there. I got really lucky they didn't have an Inferno. Sometimes that can totally mess up and ruin one of your stacks. But in that situation, if they don't have one, it's like fantastic. Like, so I've been pretty clear about like thinking that the Black Witch is the best legendary card, and I feel like that's still kind of true in a certain sense. I mean, really the dragon is also very good, but the Black Witch, the thing is, she can just totally wreck an opponent's like stacks so easily. It's just such a powerful card if you can get it in the right situations. And right here, we're going to wait for the Demon. This is a pretty easy and obvious decision here. I wait for the Demon, I take out the Dryad, and then what we're going to do next here is play support Phoenix. Right here, like so. And then we start going in with the stack. I'm going to play that. And we can play this. And we can play Storm Elemental next, and it's a very strong stack here. Their Inferno did not catch the Storm Elemental. You can see how Inferno just destroys these stack decks, but this isn't too bad right here. Hey, they helped me out right there. That's very helpful. And what we're gonna do here is blow it back even more, right? So blow it back more, and then hopefully, yeah, Storm Elemental hasn't died yet. So we're gonna keep this stack going. Get the shaman in. All right, they took out that again. So we're just gonna try to keep the heat on here. I'm gonna just wait and see what I need to do. And they gave up. They're not gonna play anything else. My Storm Elementals won it in the end there, metamorphing 2 of them. They took out 1, but they couldn't take out the second one. So that ended up working very, very nicely in the end there. This isn't the greatest deck here with the Metamorphs, but it seemed like a very fun deck to me. I just like the idea of the Legendaries with the Metamorphs. Since you can only have 1 Legendary card of each type in your deck, it's kind of cool to just watch and see how it works there. And what we're going to try and do here is this. Get this little guy out here. And then try something else. So we get our own Unchained Demon out. And it's a slight problem to play with the Unchained Demon. Slight problem for me because I don't have Giant Growth, I don't have any support cards, I don't have Nature Heal, so I don't have Rage. Mostly I was just using that to try and do some work on their cards. Alright, okay, well, lost a few things there, but what we're going to try and do here is get Shaman in here and then use arrows on these guys, and that took them out pretty effectively. So we got the Phoenix in there, nice little stack going. We'll use the Demon to do the damage there. We'll go ahead and get the Storm Elemental running, and we have a Demon in support here as well in case, well, we're going to play it over here because I'm not so sure if I can deal with those 2 other lanes otherwise. They were applying some real pressure there, so I wanted to make sure I had enough to potentially deal with it. We'll play this guy here, and we'll play this guy over here to deal with that warrior that's hammering away. They've actually done a good job of taking out my stack, but we can play another Phoenix here. Come on. No, no, no. We're going to do... Oh, that was so unlucky. That was so unlucky, guys. Come on, arrows. Arrows, help. Save. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, and we have the dragon coming up. Alright, now we're going full pressure here. Full pressure. We have 2-lane stack. Very effective 2-lane stack going. With our Storm Elemental now introduced to the scene. And they can't stop me now. They can't stop me now. I'm curious to know how many Legendaries people who mostly watch my videos have. So, I haven't really asked this before, and I'm kind of curious. So, if anyone feels like commenting how many legendary cards you have, I'd be kind of curious just because I get a lot of interest on videos with my legendaries, so I don't really know if that's because people don't really have them, or if it's just because there are more interesting cards to watch. So, I mean, I know lots of people don't have 6 legendaries, but I'm curious. I know a few people do have all the legendaries in my clan. I think at least one person did. It's probably B Squared has all the legendaries. Although, who knows with the new ones. Let's try and focus up on this match, though. Right, because I'm going to just power these all in here and then put the Phoenix out to try and clean them up very easily, and that worked out pretty superb. Alright, now let's try and copy the dragon. Let's see if we can copy the dragon. May not work, but I got a Phoenix and a dragon. I did get a dragon. Okay, so that was a very, very good conversion there. And we have another dragon coming up, so we'll play the Metamorph first. We got a Phoenix, and then we'll play the dragon in the middle lane. And it looks like we got plenty to work with against this opponent. They did get a pretty huge Black Knight there, but we quickly disposed of it with our 4 dragons on the field. Can we get something else? Nope. No more dragons. I thought we were going to set a record right there with 5 dragons out there. I think the max we've had before was 4, or at least the max I've had was 4. But that was still pretty epic. That was like exactly what I was trying to do. Again, a great example of how this deck is supposed to be played. Just really clearing things out with the dragon and then metamorphing it to completely finish them off. The Phoenix is also a decent card to metamorph. It's not bad. Alright, we'll use that. Get rid of the Black Witch just so we can have something to work with. So here's the setup. We're going to try and use the Demon now. Takes out the Dryad, which is exactly what I was after. And now we can Metamorph in for a easy mana gain. Get the Storm Elemental going. And Inferno could still wreck my day here, but... Alright, so we managed to save... That Metamorph managed to save one of my Phoenixes. Managed to save me a Phoenix. Now, the thing we're going to try and do here is get that guy pulled back. Yeah, it's taking hits. I hope... Yes. Oh, no. We'll get our own Archer Queen set up here and try to get some real pressure applied behind this dragon as a tank. And looking in great shape, but our dragon is low on health. So we have to consider that because we're pretty close to winning this thing, but we managed to pull it off anyways. Let me know if you guys think these videos are still entertaining. I'm not sure if they really are or they aren't. I'm just continuing to make them because people seem to still watch them. I mean, this style of video. I could try different styles of videos or different types of challenges. Things of that nature. So whatever seems to work is what I'll probably stick with. Let's get this demon out. And I think we're in good shape now. Get something else added to the stack. Unfortunately, yeah, it's not very useful there. Might take out that whole stack I have. Alright, so I'm going to save the Storm Elemental because this isn't the greatest spot to play it, really. At least the Archer Queen will perform well against that Ape Pirate. Now, what I really need is a way to get the dragon out. I guess we'll go ahead and play the Storm Elemental now. I'd like to get the dragon out because it would certainly help. They don't seem to have Inferno, or they haven't played it yet. So I'm going to stay with this one lane stack and try to wear down their health. And here's the card I needed. We'll see if I need to play it. Maybe not. Nah, I don't. I'm going to win anyways. Didn't even need to play the dragon in that match, guys. Did not even need to play the dragon. Anyways, that is going to do it for this video here. I hope you enjoyed this new 6 Legendaries deck that I came up with. I was performing much better, gaining me trophies back here. The key thing about this deck is the 2 Metamorphs in the deck. They allow you to get more Legendaries out than you might normally be able to have in any other deck almost, unless you had all the Legendaries. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like if you did. Let me know what you thought in the comments about this video and what other types of content I should create. And if this is still entertaining to you, maybe subscribe if you're new to my channel. And thanks for watching, guys, and stay tuned for more videos.